That's right. Somebody needs a new intro. A little busy. AM1 creates Artboards and timelines. We're gonna get into some Adobe Premiere workflows, and I got my guy Coach G. I'm about to bring him up. Some footage we shot back, and I figured we do like a little live, low-key tutorial, getting into the workflows. Coach G, what's good?
What's good with you?
Yeah, sorry about your voice there, sir. You've been too busy working and networking and grinding. The voice is going out there a little bit.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm working on doing minimal talking this time, and then hopefully we can get it back on track.
Yep, it's all good. I'll kind of walk you through the workflow on this Adobe Premiere. Just chime in with any questions. Diaspora L, what's good? We're going to do a little boring, little educational show, and then I'll move this over to the other channel. Make sure you subscribe to at AM1 Creates. Of course, it's AM1 Media channel, but I got AM1 Creates where I'm going into the visual media production work that I do on the day-to-day. Again, my guy Coach G, Plan B Fitness, one of my comrades here in Oakland, California. Let's get to some content. Let's see what we got here. So I'm gonna go like this here. So I'm gonna start from scratch. And I know you work on an iMac, so you can pretty much do it the same way. And essentially, I start with like a folder that's going to have all of the items in it. And I'll kind of show you the full workflow that I do when I'm doing these. Because, I'll do it like a video, the motion graphics, and then build the whole thing. And then I set it up to where it's like I can transfer the raw visual files and the build file. And then I put those like on a drive and then move those totally off the system in case I need to go back and rework it. Like if a client hits me later and says, oh, can you touch back on that, blah, blah, I can throw it on the drive, get it back up and running. So I have everything real neat and tidy and put together. So starting on this screen you guys see here, I'll just new folder, untitled folder. I'll just put Coach G. So if you follow along, you'll see kind of the workflow on this whole editing setup. Again, we're going to use some footage that I shot with Coach G when he was in the studio. I think we did a live stream that day or something. Then went ahead and just shot some other content. So Coach G, let me know when you caught up to the steps, and then I shall proceed and continue to rock the mic.
Yep, I'm just logging into Premiere right now.
You jumping ahead. I ain't even in Premiere.
Oh, my bad. I already got the file set up then.
All right, so then do this, because this is part of it too. Like I'm just showing you if we're on the wrong page, because I'll do this first, because you want to do this first because you're going to tell it where to go.
Okay. So I got one, my folder is called Video Projects.
It's just an empty folder?
It
works better if you do what I did, because I'm just starting a brand new folder.
Okay, let me do that then. Hold on 1 second.
Big Pontiac, what's good?
New folder.
Yep, so just like how you see in my desktop right here, I literally just made this new folder right here, Coach G. There's no items in it.
All right, hold on 1 second. Quit Premiere. All right, file, new folder.
Yep.
Name it.
Just do Coach G, just so it's literally like you're cloning exactly what I'm doing.
All right.
Let's do this too. Shout out to my guy Soundtrack. Let's go Soundtrack Essentials. Where are that? Oh,
I got it.
Little something. All right, so Coach G, go inside Coach G, open, and what I do is just this. I make a few folders like that. One is going to be video. Another one. Type, that'd be dope. And video, motion, music.
Hold on 1 second. Video, motion, music, exports.
With one video, so it sits at the top, but it's whatever. But yeah, this is literally what I do. So I'm showing you this because essentially what I'm gonna do is take this video and hand this over to one of my assistants and basically be like, map this out. And then I'm gonna build what we're doing here into like a whole other course kind of setup. Because there's a whole like reasoning to this, because I already know ahead of time in most cases. One, I just don't have to reinvent the wheel every time, but I just do the exact same thing every time just because it makes life easier.
Music.
Yeah, just so everything's tidy, right? So for everything that I produce, I want to make sure I have all of the parts there, and I don't want to have to hunt around for it. I just don't want no problems. I don't want no problems.
All right.
So yeah, just make the folder
Video,
look like
motion,
mine.
music, exports. What'd you say?
Now, if you just make the folder look like mine, then you're good to go. You can't lose. But either way, we're making this folder because we're going to tell Premiere where to put this project at, and that's part of it. I mean, you can always like relink it and link it later.
All right, I got it.
All right, so then now that kind of doesn't matter. I'll leave that right there though, but close that. Then I'm going to go in Premiere Pro 2022. I don't know which version you have. You already have it open?
Let me reopen it.
All right.
Okay.
All right, we're ready to rock. So you let me know what you see. You're open like where I'm pretty much at. It's asking about a new project.
Yeah, new project.
All right, so we hit new project name. We could just go Coach G. And then project location. Let me know if you follow me. You follow me.
All right. Where you see project location at? The little drop down.
Does your screen look like mine?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's right next to it. So project name, I'll put Coach G up here at the top, and then right next to it is project location. Yep, and then a little drop down. Choose location. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, choose location. You with me?
Yep.
All right, choose location. So now it's just going to open up, like, obviously, the whole Finder tree. So then, you, in this case, you can go to the desktop, find that folder that says Coach G, and then choose. So now everything's going to be routed to that. All the auto saves, the whole file, and all that. So you don't have to think about it later.
All right.
And then later, if you move it off the drive and put it back or do whatever, all you got to do, like, it'll link everything easier. So just to have everything self-contained. So if there was certain music or whatever, or graphics or whatever, you could put them all in that same folder, and it makes it easier to keep it tidy. And then if you ever need to go link back at it, or if you want to duplicate that and use that as like a next file to jump off on a new edit or whatever, sometimes it's easier. Sometimes you could edit a bunch of stuff in one session. Sometimes it's easier if it gets super convoluted to just crack open a whole new file. You can kind of use where you left off on the last one to start a new one. You'll see what I mean, but not to tell you too much. So at this point, project name Coach G, project location desktop Coach G. We just did that, and then hit create down here at the bottom. You with me?
All right.
Create. So now your screen should look pretty much blank like this.
Yep.
All right, so I immediately go over here, new bin. So I'm just right click, new bin, right click, new bin, right click, new bin. I just fire off a couple of these real quick, depending on how busy I'm gonna get. But I just have a few of them there already chilling.
Is there a shortcut for that new bin?
Negative. It's just I mean, there might be, but I just do right click.
Oh wait,
new
I found
bin.
one. Okay, new. How many new bins?
I mean, I just make like 4 of them, just because, yeah. Depending on the scale of my project, I might have a bins for certain types of clips. So generally, I just fire off 3 or 4 of them, and then I just ditch whatever I don't need.
All right, I got 4 bins.
Cool. So the first one, you just hit return into it. It's going to open it up and just put SEQ. So your sequences are going to go in there.
Wait, let me see.
Like if you click on it and just hit return, it opens it up where you can type into it. Enter return.
How do I change my look of my bins to where it's like a... Okay, there it goes. All right, so first one is going to be called SEQ.
Yeah, and that's just sequences. Again, there's other people, different people do their setup different ways. This is just how I do it. So go watch a gang of tutorials and see what works for you. But this works for me. And I do this every day.
All right, so the issue that I'm having right now is, oh shit, what did I just do? Oh, looks like I did something that I shouldn't have did. Can I do a screen share?
Hold on. Yeah, yeah. Try to share the screen.
All right. So how do I adjust the settings of my stock templates? No. Let me go back to the project.
Well, first of all, that's interesting right there. You got that. You've clicked on something. Save changes to Coach project before read-only mode. Cancel. You click something because I instantly noticed down in that corner you have that red lock thing.
Yes, it is read only.
Yeah, that's weird. I've never even done that before.
Should I close it out?
If anything, right click on that. I'm curious to see what happens with that. Project is writable. Right click it and see it's gonna say project is read only. But if you double click it, I've never. Oh, okay, now you came off it. Now, you didn't make any bins yet, did you? Or did you?
Yeah, I made 4 of them, but they're not showing for some reason. All right, let's see. 1 bin. Okay, sequences, SEQ.
And then just real quick, hit command save just to get a save on deck. All right. And then another bin, next bin I'll put, it will be clips. And I'll just put clips 1 because I might have a clips 2. I already know what it is here. It'll only be clips 1 because it's just 1 clip we're working off of, since I already know. But I'm literally just doing this as kind of like a walkthrough to build out some more content from this. You know, like we always be talking about, had a whole workflow of that. Clips. Wait. Oh, so you're inside of sequences. So, yeah, so you can get rid of that. You just hit clear. You could just hit delete too. We'll get rid of it. So, like you see how it has that little arrow that shows that you're in that folder? Close it. Click it.
won't let me close it.
Huh.
Oh, there it goes. I think it's like delayed almost.
Well, first of all, now make sure you're not in it, and then click in the area below it that's not in the bin. See, that's the thing. You're not doing it the way I was doing it, so that's why it's throwing you off. But I think you're fine now. Just put clips 1. Yeah, should be good. Just click away from it, and it should.
Here, let me do this. Let me close some of these things up because I think my RAM might be moving kind of slow because I got a lot of stuff open.
Damn, all that's open. Damn, we got hella stuff open.
Yeah. I know that Premiere is a memory hog.
Yeah, your RAM is like, bruh.
Yeah.
Your RAM is like, bruh, what we doing? Stall me out. What you gotta have at least what you got 16 gigs of RAM on that, right?
Yeah, I got 16 gigs, but I just don't want to, I want to see if I could.
No, you do have hella stuff open. So yeah, I typically never have that much stuff open. So and Premiere will do you dirty.
All right. Cool. That should be better now. Let's see. Bingo.
It's flying more now.
What's the next one?
You could do music, or you could do like graphics, whatever. You could put like graphics, motion. That's what I typically would do. Like a folder that says motion. I'm just saying that because I know I'm going to put motion graphics in it, but I just say that to say, because if you do that, then because I already know you have custom made motion graphics already built, so you could like take those files and drop them in there. And essentially what all you're doing with Premiere is just telling it where to get the other files from. Nah, don't put folders inside of folders. You're going to confuse yourself. Click, delete anything where it's something inside of something. Just get rid of it. At this point, it's just better to have top level stuff. You got clips too. You got motion, got sequence, and then music. Yep, that's all you really need right now.
All right.
And let's see. Who's up in there? Shout out to the people watching the stream. Drop me a comment. Let us know what's good. I'm on full screen, so I can't see, but let me know what's good. You still sharing, or you coming off share?
I can come off share now.
All right.
Where you get these long ass tracks from?
You know Soundtrack? Do you know Soundtrack?
No.
It's my boy Soundtrack. His whole project, I basically just took the whole thing and just rendered it out as one long thing and just uploaded it.
Oh, that's dope.
Where's that screen? Oh, share screen. That screen. There we go. I think we're back. All right. Now you see my screen. All right. So sequence, clips, bin, music, motion, clips, motion. So first thing we're going to do is go to sequence. Let me know when you follow me.
All right, sequence.
So you're inside a sequence, you don't see anything, then right click and then go to new item. And then go sequence. Now, before you do anything.
Wait. You said go to new item?
Yeah, you're in the right place. You're right. You're
okay.
Right. So then you're on the top one. It says RE 1080 23.976.
No. So wait, let's try that again. So right click.
Oh.
I don't see the same settings that you got. Do the right click again.
So right click inside the sequence. Make sure I'm in this. I'm gonna go back out again.
Inside the sequence, not the bin.
Well,
okay.
Well, so what I'm doing is
new item.
I'm on sequence right here. I'm clicking that. So now I'm inside the sequence bin.
Okay, so sequence.
I'm just basically just routing, making sure
So
everything
look,
is
it's
where
the
it should
thing.
be.
Whenever I click, you got to go in the sequence.
Exactly.
Okay, well,
That's the whole point. It's a bin is just a folder, bin, whatever. You're just telling it essentially a folder where all your sequences are going to be.
So let me show you what mine says, because I think that's usually the issue. Is like so screen share. Okay, so watch this. So I'm going over here, right? I'm inside of the sequence. So that's the sequence open, right? It's highlighted.
Double click it. Now you're in it for sure.
Okay, new item.
Sequence. All right. So basically go to the top one that says Ari.
Yep.
And then 1080. Or yeah, open those down. Like I can't see what it says because it's so small. Let me see. Try to look at it better. Okay, hold on. Yeah, it's the top one. So Ari 1080 23.976. And then hit OK.
Okay.
Bam. So what you just did is made a sequence, and that's what informs basically the timeline, the frames per second you're going to be working on. So as soon as you made that, it literally just put that on the timeline. So now obviously to the right, you have the timeline. So that's where the files are going to go. Like as far as that you'll be editing. So then you get back out of that, back to the folders. So go, up to that folder, and that'll back you out of it.
Right there, click that.
Yeah, click that. Yeah, see? So now you can see that sequence is inside the sequence folder. Now you can close it, like watch, close it, then open it, close it, bam. So then you could do this too. Go to clips. Double click it though. It's easier if you double click it so you know you're in it. Yeah. Now just just double click. Just click in there.
I'm in there.
Yeah. No. Oh, hold on. Let me see something. So literally, just in the middle of it, double click fast. Yeah. See what I'm saying? You just open files straight from in there. So then you got to find wherever that file is, that C whatever file number. I know that I have mine on an external hard drive. Wait, hold on real quick because hold on, I'm trying to see something. All right, so first of all, click that file that says wave. Click that. Take that in there. Oh yeah, there's your 3.2 right there. So basically, highlight both of those. If you could like highlight that one and the one below it, because that's one you need.
You said do what now?
Like highlight both of those. Like, can you wave over both of those, or like double select both of those? Now hit import. Just bring both of those in. Bam. All right. Now inside of that bin, so they're in that clips 1 bin. I forgot that we had this audio too. But let me see. Hold on. I didn't make the sequence. Hold on, let me catch up to where you're at now. I guess it's easier to do it on your screen, which is crazy. All right, so drag both of those onto the timeline. Okay, wait. So this is interesting. I think we had this issue before one time. Put keep settings, and then on your timeline, go over to the timeline like area. So on V1, you see where it has that blue V1, like that little blue V1 box. Go to the left, you see the lock, then go just to the left of the lock and click on that. Click right there. For some reason, yours is defaulting with that off. Click right there. It's not doing anything?
Nope.
Oh, that's wild. So I'm not sure what that is. All right, so that is very interesting. All right, so then do this. Okay, I see what happened. Go to the top of the timeline, click there, and go and hit minus. Okay, yeah, I see what happened. It's there. It just laid it down in order. That's fine.
Do what?
Like go just to the top of the timeline,
Right here.
like where the playhead is, and then hit minus. So you're just collapsing the whole thing down. It's on there. It's just over there. Yeah. So all right. So grab that audio track and just slide it down one.
Right here?
No. The green one. And now grab that other file and slide it over to the beginning of the timeline. Yeah. So yeah, that's interesting. I usually don't do it like that, but I see what happened. So then you could do this as well. We'll get this out the way first. So let's go back to my screen. It'll be easier. Necessary Evil was good. Still in there. Black Trunks was good. Still working on a little Premiere workflow with my guy Coach G. Some footage that we shot, and just kind of doing an outline for Premiere Pro. It's kind of a hefty thing. I mean, it's like a professional tool that's used, and they've so many years of iterations and whatnot. They actually made it kind of cluttered and kind of clunky, but it does a lot of stuff. But Adobe got to keep you on the hook for that subscription, so they keep adding more stuff. So it makes it almost too convoluted, but it is a beast of a program, and it's worked very well for this career of mine. All right, Coach G, so check it out. Highlight. Well, first of all, do this. You see the area I'm at right here on the timeline next to the track, or next to the like the visual. So we got video on top, audio on top, and those are linked. You see when you click one, they both highlight.
Yeah.
So if you go right here to the left of that and hit option, hold option. Do you have a magic mouse or a regular kind of mouse?
I think I got a magic mouse.
If you hold and maybe scroll your finger over it, it should expand it like this.
Oh, you shrunk it. Oh, okay, I got it.
Yeah, scroll it back and forth, and you'll see how it's flexible like that.
Okay.
So then do that below it as well. It'll just make it easier to kind of see what you're doing. Then you could do that with all of them. You see how I just made them all bigger. And then, of course, you can like resize the whole thing to where you can make it work to your advantage with the space you need.
I did that.
And then just real quick, hit a Command S one time. It auto saves, but I just like to make the habit of saving on my own too. Let me know when you're ready.
All right.
All right, so check this out. Click that file, right? So audio, video, they both highlighted. When you click it at the top right, do you see the same effects controls?
Nope. Wait, maybe if I click. Okay, yes, I see some effects controls now.
Okay. So at scale, it says 100, right?
Yep.
Make that 50.
Okay.
You understand what just happened, right?
Yeah, we just shrunk the video down so you can see it better.
Right. Well, what it is that we shot this in 4K. We're on a 1080 timeline, so that's like basically like 50% less. It's like 4K is basically like four 1080 1920 by 1080 squares. Basically, it's like this. You can scale it down. See, I got the extra space or go up. So 100% makes it hella big. So, I shot it in 4K. We're on a 1080 timeline, so we shrunk it down. So here's the deal. Here's what we're going to do, though. Since this is shot like this, I was thinking about this. Oh, I guess I did this on purpose so we could have maybe some kind of graphics off to the side. I'm trying to think how technical I want to make this right now, but let's do this then. Let's leave it at 50 for now because we can always punch back in. But let's do this. All right. So highlight like this, both of these things together. Let me know when you do it. You see what I just did? And then kind of slide it over a little bit.
Slide it over where?
Just like nudge it over like I'm doing. Just like a little bit away from the start.
Okay.
And then right click it and then go to synchronize.
Okay.
All right, so
start clip in.
No, go to audio.
Audio. Okay.
It's already on audio, or at least mine is.
Yeah, mine is too.
All right, so click OK. It's gonna go through its thing with that. So basically, it's just lining up the audio that's recorded from the podcast thing. Because let's see real quick. If I mute this bottom one, the bottom one is from the Zoom P4.
Number 2, you're trying to eat like a bodybuilder.
All right, so here's the thing. Yeah, the audio from the podcast is directly what you're speaking into. So it's the ambient audio in the room with the other mic that was far away. That's the one that's linked to the video file, right?
Yeah.
So here's what we're going to do. Now that we synchronized that, I'm showing you, again, this is just part of my workflow. Highlight the whole thing again. And then hit group, like right click and go group.
Okay.
All right, so grab the whole thing is still highlighted, right?
Yep.
Hit option and then click it and drag over like this.
Option and do what?
Option
Okay.
and then drag. So with it all highlighted and grouped, you hit option and drag. And it's going to just duplicate it. Damn, it's wild, like trying to do this like slower. You see what I'm doing? Essentially what I'm doing is just making like a backup in case I need to just on the fly within this timeline, go back and start all over or redo something.
Yeah,
so I'm just kind of making like a fail-safe backup that just sits right here, super convenient. Because sometimes projects get so deep, you want backup, or I'll even take this whole sequence and make a new sequence, and that's a backup, depending on how complex the edit is. But I like to have all these different backups, and yes, it comes in handy because sometimes edits get so complex, you'll do something, accidentally delete something, and be like, whoa, wait a minute, what happened? And I'm be lost. And then you want to go back and backtrack, and sometimes you could go into auto saves, and it's just in my opinion the easier way to do it. But I don't know where you at right now. You were able to kind of do what I did?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, so with this one, you don't even worry about that one. You can slide that off to the side, go back to this original one. So this is already synced up in its group, so you could go back to it and ungroup it. Now, here's a part where you got to be a little bit careful. Not that it's that serious, but ungroup it and then click this. Don't slide anything, but just click this. So you have just the audio and the actual video file selected. And then right click.
Audio and the video file?
Yeah, it's going to automatically, it's already linked anyway. You see what I have highlighted?
Okay.
So then hit unlink. Like it all makes sense when I show you. So I'm going to basically unlink the audio file that we don't need. So it's unlinked now because you see when I click on it, it doesn't highlight both of them.
Yep.
So just delete that one.
Okay.
Because we don't need it. Now highlight both of them and group them. So now when you click on one, they both highlight because you just grouped them.
Yep.
So essentially all we did was just highlight or sync. We just swapped out the audio from the ambient room audio from that mic to the mic from the podcast mic. But we just did it in a way that makes it super precise so we don't accidentally slide anything over. Like it's rare that would happen, but if it happens, then you got to start all over and resync it all because then it'll be off. It defeats the whole purpose of it being synced up because we want, as you speak, it to be synced up properly.
Right.
Now, that podcast mic audio is what's attached to this. Now, you can even do this too. You see, like I'll just do this and then you'll understand. So remember option, drag. So now we have a fail-safe backup version of that. You see what I'm doing? So it's like on the timeline straight away, we got this version that's linked up where it's originally synced. We got this version that's swapped out, but we're going to work on this one. But if need be, we got these to either we can replicate this and cut something out of there if we need, if we messed up something, or we could even go back here and extract something if we messed up. So it's just a handy way to have everything kind of right there. You see what I'm saying? Let me know if you'll follow me.
Yep. Just moving this next one over.
And remember, that's like grouped, and you do option and then drag. And it basically
hey, how do I if I let me try undo, edit, undo. Okay, yeah. Cause see what's happening is I'm running out of space. Right.
Oh, so okay. So go back up to the timeline where the playhead is and just hit plus and minus, and that expands the whole thing out.
Plus and minus. Plus.
Like watch my timeline. You see where my cursor is?
I'm
hitting plus and minus. Minus, plus, 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 minus, minus, minus.
Okay.
Plus, 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 minus, minus, minus. So you actually have hella space.
For some reason it's just shrinking my video. It's not shrinking my timeline. Command.
No, don't hold anything down. Just put the
okay, there we go.
Yeah. You could, I mean, if you use the magic mouse, you can actually hold option over this timeline thing and expand it like that too. I'm just trying to like not show you too much of what it can do. It gives you hella ways to like manipulate and control this, but I'm just trying to make it be not too crazy.
Yeah, I got both of those. I'm up to speed.
Yeah, plus and minus. All right, so you see where I'm at now? Bam, bam, bam.
Yep.
All right, so yeah, basically the audio is now synced up with this. So then we just kind of get into the weeds with this. Now you kind of hop on the mic and just spit bars and kind of knock this out.
Check 1 2. We on? 5 reasons that you are not seeing results in it.
All right, let me do this too. I'll make it to where hopefully Premiere acts right. I'm trying to make the audio go through into this device. So. RG, you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. I'm trying to make it where the Premiere audio is going into this. You hear yourself?
Check 1 2.
No. I'm saying you hear that Premiere audio?
No.
You don't hear that check 1 2?
Not from yours.
Damn, that's hella confusing. Watching footage of you listening to the audio with you talking to me. Damn, you can't hear that?
No,
That's super.
I hear the
whack.
audio.
What do you mean you hear the audio?
I hear like the music.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the audio of what's in the what's coming from Premiere.
Mm.
Little Rock was good. All right, let me see about that. Because audio hardware, it should work. Let me see. I don't know. Maybe it just can't do that. I'm gonna even do this too. Turn this music off. So you can't hear you talking from this Premiere file.
Mm.
You don't hear it?
Nope.
Damn. Let me try something here. Let me try one more thing. You hear that?
Mm. Nope.
Super whack. That is very not cool.
Check 1 2. We on?
Now I can hear it.
You're all right. Well, you're just hearing that through my mic, so I guess it just is what it is. Okay. Well, let me see then. All right. You can still hear me, right? And you hear this
Yep.
coming out.
Hold on 1 second. Gotta use the bathroom real quick.
Five reasons that you are not seeing results in the gym. Number 1, you're doing too much steady state cardio.
This is pretty wild. So this is crazy. Slowing it down to show my guy G this whole situation. And just to get to this point, like I would have been done editing all these clips by now. But it's an interesting thing, like showing people Premiere, but having to like slow it down for something I do that's so second nature. But I need to learn this more because I definitely want to be able to teach more people about Premiere and just kind of content creation. So this is an interesting sort of challenge for me, right? Like typically something I want to do fast and efficient, intentionally slowing it down to show other people, and having the patience of sorts to do it. Because like part of me just wants to be like, all right, let me show you, bang, 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 and just. I guess that's what I could have did is just chop it all up. Maybe I'll do that. Like just record a stream of this where I just cut it all up super fast, and then be like, here you go. Here you go. Just fly through it quick and then be like, here. So then he has to just basically redo what I did step by step. But in this instance, he can ask questions. So that's kind of the beauty of doing it this way.
All right.
Yeah. I was just talking about the idea of like intentionally slowing down and doing this process slower. All right, G. So check it out. Let me know if you back
Yeah, I'm back.
where I'm at. Oh, I know you're back, but I'm just saying like ready to rock. All right, so I'm gonna just, for the sake of this whole thing, grab this clip, highlight it like this, and actually, I'm gonna just collapse this down over here a little bit so we can see that. And I'm gonna just slide this over here just to be kind of tidy, so it's on the one. Then hit space bar.
Check, 1, 2. We on?
Check 1, 2. We on.
5 reasons that you are not seeing results in the gym.
You hear yourself, right?
Yep.
So basically, if your setup looks just like mine, you should be able to see these waves. Now this comes in super handy. You could even make this bigger, of course. So option, scroll that. I'm like holding option down and just kind of scrolling this wheel. Like I specifically got this other kind of mouse with this wheel because I don't really like the magic mouse. But I got the actual wheel
Option.
set up. So while holding down option and putting the cursor right in this space, you scroll it. So I'm making it bigger and smaller.
So the only thing is like I got this white stuff and it doesn't look like. Wait, hold on. Oh, there it goes. Hold on. Okay, but I don't know. My audio files don't look really recognizable like yours. Like it's like almost like they're hella thick.
Maybe you have yours bunched up more. So you'll hold down option and go to the timeline thing and scroll like that.
Option and scroll where?
Oh yeah, yours are just bunched up at the top. See where I'm at up here on the timeline.
Yeah, option.
Option scroll. You can collapse it that way, or you can use plus minus. Because yours are probably just hella bunched up. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah,
See,
there
when
we
you
go.
bunch it all up, then you can't really see nothing. But if you unscroll out, you could get all the way down and really get down into the depth of the wave. Yeah. It's like crazy. It's confusing, but it's like super helpful. You have to be able to see it like from this way overview and jump ahead. Because this is what 24 minutes of a video. So if we're dealing with just the first 20 seconds, we got to be able to zoom way down into it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got it now. I'm there.
Yeah. So yeah, I was just zoomed in more.
We on? Take it away, sir.
So if you slide everything forward and then have the playhead right here, starting at like 9 seconds, 9.
5 reasons that you are not.
So let me know like when you get right before that 5 reasons. Like if you scroll everything to where it looks just like mine, you'll have the playhead right there, right before you say 5 reasons.
I'm there.
All right. So then hit C, press the C button C.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to give you cut. It's like this razor blade tool. So then just click right there. Actually hit Shift and C, and that'll cut both of them at the same time.
Okay.
So basically, right there, you just cut off what's before it. So then, if you write this down, like Shift C, write that down because that's like a shortcut to where you definitely want to use that a lot. I use that a lot. And my assistant that makes notes on this will make a note of that. Right. Or you'll be fired.
Okay.
All right. So you made that cut?
Yep.
All right. So do this now and write this down. So Option delete. So see how we made this cut and it automatically highlights this area behind it or in front of it, however you want to look at that. So Option delete just deletes it and snaps everything back. Let me know if it didn't work out and then I'll do it over.
Oh, okay. Option delete. Got it.
Yeah. So yours looks like mine now?
Yep.
All right. So yeah, does cut. So C to get to that cut tool, V to get back to the cursor tool. That's why they put C and V right there because they know you're going to do a lot of cut, a lot of select. So the V is just select tool. C and V, C and V, C and V, C and V.
So wait, V is the select tool?
Yes.
That's like the select area you're about to cut.
Yeah, so that's just select like I'm grabbing, select V. So if I go C real quick, cut, and then I go back and select. I mean, this is all grouped together, which it needs to stay together right now, but because typically you'll cut something, and then you'll select it. Cut something, select. So they put those together right there. That's like one of the main things you'll do the most. So that I'm sure that's why they put it like that.
5 reasons.
But I mean, you can like remap all this stuff anyway if you really wanted to, but that's the default because they knew it made sense. But then that option delete is the delete that just snaps everything forward. So after that cut, well, shit, I messed it up, but actually, I'll just put it back how it was.
5 reasons.
So the way I just cut everything and snapped it forward, hit play, and it should be 5 reasons
that you are not seeing results in the gym. Number 1, you're doing too much steady state cardio.
Let me know if yours is basically like that.
Five reasons that you are not seeing results in the gym. Number 1.
Okay, I'm there.
All right, so yeah, basically at that play where you've cut it and delete it, yours should basically look like mine. So the whole thing is snapped to the 1, literally meaning 0, 0, 0.
5 reasons that you are not seeing results in the gym.
All right, so here's the thing. You remember you touched on a few different topics, right? So go to the minus and kind of like scroll it down so it kind of scales down like mine. So here's what we'll do. We'll look at these waves and try to get a feel. Because remember, me and you were kind of talking in between these things, and you kind of went into these different subjects. So what I'm going to try to do is kind of sift through this and isolate each topic, right? So you'll kind of know exactly what you're working with, and then you can kind of do it like in a systematic way. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Yep.
So let me see. So this is me. I'm scrolling over here now. I'm literally using the waves to see, okay, this is dead air or this is something being discussed that's not you talking, right? So let's see.
You could look over at the notes.
Okay, so
5 reasons that you are not seeing results in the gym.
So right there, you 5 reasons you're not seeing results in the gym. You looked over while you were saying it, so that would kind of like ruin the video.
Not seeing results.
Yeah.
So looks like we talked about it and then you restarted.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
okay, I see what you're saying.
So let's see.
Oh,
Right.
okay, I see what you're saying.
Chill.
Yeah.
Fire it off.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when I was saying, okay, look over at your notes, then come back on camera, fire that off.
Got you. Yeah.
So we were discussing it for a second.
5 reasons you're not getting results in the gym.
Yeah. Okay. You see what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
remember
So this is the thing. So let me go. Hold on 1 second. Okay. So right when you said, here's the thing, we cutting that off. We cutting all the stuff that happened before that.
Yep. Because you see
You
where I
see.
put the playhead, I already see where it is. I'm already sizing it up.
5 reasons you're not getting results.
So we were just discussing the whole like delivery system, like how to just look over at your notes and kind of get it off. Because remember, once you understood it, you just started flowing, and then you would kind of look at your overall topic, and then you would just kind of freestyle real quick. Like you remember, you was knocking these out. And let's do this real quick, G. Before you do anything else, let's fix something real quick. Highlight this like how I have it. Let me know when you're there. I can't hear you.
I'm on 059 59.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, don't
What
worry about that
about-
real quick. Let's fix something real quick. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, let's fix this. So highlight everything. So right now you have the whole thing highlighted because it's still grouped. I want to have this linked instead of grouped. So highlight it like this, right click, and then go ungroup.
Okay, hold on. Highlight it, right click, ungroup.
Right. So then go back and grab both of them. Don't
Mhm.
slide anything or move anything. And now go back and hit link. That was my bad. I didn't realize it was. Yeah, we grouped it instead of linked it. The audio and the video, we swapped it out. Should be linked, not grouped.
All right, I linked it.
All right, cool. So wait, you're at what? So now back to this. We already isolated. Now that we kind of talked about this whole thing, we reset here.
5 reasons you're not getting results in the.
All right, so we're going to 5 reasons again. So basically, I'm at 53 seconds, 20 frames, basically.
53.
Yeah, so it's like 0000 5320.
I'm at 5919.
Number 1.
So yours must not be slid over all the way. Oh, so your cut is just in a different place. Okay, so we can't use that strategy. We didn't cut in the exact same places, so it's not going to matter. Your time is different than mine.
Okay, so as long as I'm in around the same area, it's cool.
Right.
Okay, so then if I'm trying to cut both for the audio and the video time, I do Shift C.
Yep. So go C. First of all, C just to get to the cut tool, then Shift click to do the cut.
Okay,
You feel me?
and then Option Delete.
Hold on, let me do it again. Shift C does the cut, and then it's automatically highlights what's prior to it. Then yep, Option Delete, bam, slides the whole thing over.
Okay,
That right there is something I'm using all day because that's super duper handy. Like if you saw me, well, one day I'll show you like where I'm editing something, like one of Tyson's things or something, and you'll see how I'm like flowing through it. It's like you gotta get in the zone and just be like cut. It's like ridiculous. Some of the stuff I'll be doing is like way tedious. Or I'll take
Yeah.
something from here, take this wave, and literally put it over there and make somebody say something totally different.
All right, I'm at the same
5
place.
reasons you're not getting results in the gym.
All right, so here's what's about to come in super handy, right? So you see how I got that right? 5 minutes.
5 reasons you're not.
Yeah, it's a lot of space, so I could
So
just
yep,
cut
you
out the
already
space
see.
areas.
Yep. So then right there, you're on select tool, go to C, go to select C or C click. So you make your cut there. So then you already know, and you're coming over here. Let's go listen to what that's saying.
Number 1, you're not hydrated.
Remember to reset on the camera. When you
Oh yeah, okay. Number 1, you're not hydrated.
Remember to reset on the camera. When you
Oh yeah, okay. Number 1.
Okay, yeah, you kind of were still looking away. Then you started talking as you were turning your head back. So then we kind of talked about it.
Oh yeah,
Then
okay.
you reset.
Number 1, you're not hydrated.
You feel me?
Yep.
So,
Okay, hold
so
on.
I know after you reset, it's these two right here that we're gonna take.
Okay.
Just like that
so
delay.
so we're gonna.
So we go back to the cut tool, and I can see the razor blade. So I see we're on the cut tool, and then shift click to actually do the cut. So in this instance, it didn't automatically highlight here. So now we're gonna have to go back to the selection tool and actually go click it. But once we click it and have it highlighted, then we go option delete. Bam! Now it snaps it right in place.
Okay, wait. So you. All right. So now we're gonna go to. What is it? Option click.
It's option delete when you're option click to.
No, I'm
for
talking
the
about to cut. To cut
Oh,
both.
for the cut is you're on C. You see the razor blade, and then it's
Yeah.
option
Shift click.
click. My bad.
For some
Shift.
reason, it's not cutting both of them though.
If you got to be holding shift click because they're already linked. So shift. I mean, actually, now that they're linked, you don't even have to do that. But
Okay, so then option delete.
Option delete. Yes.
What happened? Okay, wait. See, it's interesting because, like, let me undo it real quick.
Yeah, just undo it. Go back to where you at, and I'll try to get you back where you need to be.
All right, hold on. Let's see.
Because this stuff does get kind of like tricky, kind of. But once you get it, the hang of it, and you'll just fly through it. Because
Okay, I think I got it. I got it. So let's see. Okay, cool. We got number 1, you're not hydrated. So let me pause right there. And then I'm going to do
C.
I'm going to do C.
And then you don't even have to do the shift cut since it's linked. In some instances,
because what's happening is it's just cutting my video and it's not cutting the audio at the same time.
Okay, so then they're not linked in. So if you click the audio, does the video? I'm sorry. If you click the video, does the audio light up too? Like when you click just back to select, like look what I'm doing.
Okay, I just linked them.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Oh, so you backed up too far because you already linked them. So then you undid something and undid that link. I see what happened because we already went through that link phase. But yeah, they should both highlight. So at this point, all you got to do is go C and then cut, like click for the cut when it's showing the razor blade, and then you're good. Just let me know, like when you get where I'm at, like that cut that's made right before that.
Number 1.
Okay, let's see. So C, and then there it goes, and then option delete. Okay,
Yep.
Perfect.
And then bam, it just snap it right there. So
getting results in the gym. Number 1.
Bam.
You're not hydrated.
C. Bam. And then let's go over to the space, the empty space when I start.
Yep. So whatever that is, that you see the empty space. So obviously we don't know what you're saying.
I'm
So
gonna
just
go
obviously we got to go review that and
C.
see.
Number 2, you're doing too much steady state cardio.
Oh, so that's what it was. We did a video, or kind of like there was like almost a teaser video that would just show the points. Then later you went into all of them. You remember that? I remember now.
Yep.
Okay, so we kind of know what the routine is. We could even go kind of review these and see how you fired them off.
You're eating like a bodybuilder.
Okay. So then 4.
Number 4,
So let's see. C.
switching up your routine
Get a clip
too
right
frequently.
there.
Number 5, you're not getting adequate rest.
Run that 5 back.
Yeah.
All right.
Number 5,
And
you're
then
not getting
C.
good quality sleep.
And then clip it. And then
Step
option
number
delete.
1 is transfer.
Okay.
All right, so I already
boom.
see exactly what it is. Bam, 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 bam. All right, you do what you do. I'm about to just go ahead and fly through this.
Bam. All right. I think I got it. Like as far as like
Not hydrated.
this is hella easy.
It's hella easy. Once you just understand what it is and the little shortcuts,
I just needed those 2 of those. Yeah, that's all I needed.
yeah,
So
that's what I'm saying. Like
make
this
another
is
cut.
demystifying, kind of shortcut all of this stuff. It was like, oh, wait a minute.
You're
And
doing too much sleep.
option delete. Yeah. Okay.
So I kind of jumped ahead because I know you're number 5. We basically did a retake.
Okay. Wait. So we it was a little bit of talking after number 5. Let's see what will happen. Okay. Wait.
You're
So
like a bodybuilder.
You did 5 twice, just to spoiler alert.
Number 4,
okay. So I'm gonna cut out that other number 5 real quick.
Exactly.
And then option
Bam.
delete.
Done.
Okay.
5 reasons you're not getting results in the
Okay.
gym. Number 1, you're not hydrated. Number 2,
Let me see.
you're doing too
No,
much steady state cardio. Number 3, you're
Okay.
eating like a bodybuilder. Number 4, you're switching up your routine too frequently.
All right. 5.
Number 5, you're not getting good quality sleep. Step number 1 in transforming your body is that you must be hydrated. Walk.
Okay. Bam. So
5 reasons you're not getting
I'll
results in the
cut
gym.
this quick.
Number 1, you're not
Bam.
hydrated. Number
Okay, boom. So I got my top 5 right there, my little clip. So
Yeah. All right. So you see the gist of that, right?
yeah.
So if you want, you could even do this.
So wait,
like,
so now do I separate that from my that's its own section now.
Right.
Okay, so hold on, let me go over here and then let me get on my cursor tool and then I'm gonna highlight this and then move it over a little bit. Wait,
Let me know what you're gonna do, because I think I see what you're doing. You might run into a problem. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to see where I'm moving it over so it can have its own. So just slightly. Okay, bam. So now I'm gonna go option and expand it back out again. And then expand that out again. Okay, so now I got it to where that's his own section right there. And then I got the other. Let me move it over a little bit more, not that far away. So we still know that it's there. Okay, cool. So I just gave it a little space, that's all.
You just nudge the rest of that over. I mean, it's already linked anyway. So if
Yeah.
you look at my screen, that's the rest of the whole what you recorded.
Yeah,
You
my
just take
screen
that
looks
and
like yours
slide
now.
that away.
Here, let me show you. I'm gonna screen share with you just so you can see. I'm learning.
Yeah, but you already see what it is, right? Like,
Yeah.
once you get those key things, I'm gonna show you some other details.
Okay,
too.
so
Like,
look, see,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
that's it. And then this is when I actually get into the talk.
right. So then collapse the whole thing down. I'm just curious, like make the whole thing like small. Just use the minus button. Like plus and minus is definitely your friend. You could do it with this mouse scroll, but for whatever reason, plus and minus just works cleaner, in my opinion.
So now it's small.
Yep, yep, yep. All right, so then you can expand it back just to that intro part because we'll just work on that for now. So let's do this. Expand it so you can see the whole intro part you just cut up. So minus at the top. Oh yeah, minus it down. It's easier if you minus and then you can kind of see where you're at easier. Like really use that plus minus to jump around and navigate easy. Like if you minus it down, you see everything. Then wherever you put the playhead next and push plus, then it'll expand from there. Try what I'm saying. Like go minus, minus, minus.
Minus, minus, minus.
Now click the playhead like right where your cursor is right now. Click no. Like you can just click up there.
Where, right here?
Go up to the top. So you're at the top of the timeline. Now go to your left. Don't move. Don't grab. I'm saying move the cursor over without doing anything else. Just
Like
literally
that?
move the mouse to your right. Keep going further. Go way further away, like minutes away. Don't click it and drag it. Just click right there.
See, it keeps bringing over the playhead.
No, you're doing that. Now
Okay.
click. Now click it on the little lines.
Right here?
Yeah. Click there. And like if you click there, the playhead is going to jump there. So
Okay.
yeah. So just practice that first of all. Do that. So I'm gonna show you the magic of this. So here's how you navigate.
Here, wait. Show me how to do it because I don't think I'm getting it.
Okay. Percent share screen. Okay. So yeah, here's what I'm doing. Real simple. Wait. That's crazy. Okay, so I'm already small. All right. So here's the deal. So here's just what I was demonstrating to you. So there's a name for this area, but the whole thing is just the timeline, right? But playhead, timeline. So just these little lines on the timeline. If you click there, click there, click there, the playhead goes wherever you click, or you can drag it. But I was just showing you the simple fact that if you click, the playhead is going to jump there. It's going to jump there. It's going to jump there. And the reason why that's important is because if you want to go, like let's say I want to go start here, and there's something I want to see that's in the mix right here, I just click right there and immediately start hitting plus and see how it expands basically from the center of the timeline. That's super duper helpful to get down into the mix. But then I can come back up to the top level view, click the playhead right there, and then go plus, and it basically puts me right in the mix right there. You see what I'm saying? It allows you to basically teleport over the timeline. You see what I'm saying? So it's like negative, then I get over there. Something I want to start working on there. So now I want to get
Okay, I
over
see
to
what
the
you're
beginning.
saying.
Yeah. It allows you to like kind of teleport around and just kind of drill down into it real quick. Bam. Now I'm over here. Now I'm back. Now I'm over here. Like that, you have to understand that if you're dealing with big clips, because you'll hella confuse yourself. Like even to this day, I get confused sometimes. You have to reset yourself to know where you're at. Go here and just minus all the way out, so your collapse is as far out as possible. Then you could zoom in.
Okay.
So like practicing that is a big deal. That plus minus zoom in and out. See why that's helpful, right?
Wait, do that again. Mm-hmm.
So I want to see what's at the beginning of this. So I'm on that. So I just hit plus. I'm holding plus down and it's zooming all the way in. Then I go over here, hold plus down. Then I hold minus down. Go over here, hold plus down, hold minus down. So I'm kind of seeing because there might be something if I want to get in the mix on these waves and start making cuts and kind of see, all right, what does he say right here?
So the benefit of hydrating yourself is
It's depending on how, precise you get, and you might have to get over there real quick and want to hear what you're doing.
Step number one is transforming your body.
See what I'm saying? And then, all right, let me get up out of there. Let me get back to what's at the beginning. Okay.
5 reasons you're not.
So it gets wild sometimes. Like you might be like, all right, let me listen to something here because maybe you want to take something that's here, take that and isolate that because you might want to like make a little montage of words, right? Or phrases or little sections. So you might want to navigate. Then you could do things like put markers. So if you go there, put M, okay, there's a marker there. So now I got a reference point and the cursor will kind of even snap to it on the timeline. I want to get into too much stuff, but I'm just giving you kind of the basics
Yeah.
where you can kind of just fly around the screen.
All right.
Yeah. So I'll do this right here just because it'll kind of round out the whole sort of like tutorial, so to speak.
Yep.
Let's do this. So go to the beginning. So you're zoomed out all the way, plussed out or minused out. So then go to the beginning, this whole little setup that we did, and then highlight the whole thing and group it.
Wait, highlight what?
The whole first 5 clips. You
Okay.
understand the whole intro part? I mean, really, you could just highlight the whole thing, option drag, and then let it go. But then you might as well group that just to keep it safe. So we're doing that same thing. We're just kind of keep that little
Group.
clone of it safe.
Wait, you dragging it out? You making a copy of it?
Yep. I just did that same thing where we just make a little copy of that.
5 reasons you're not getting results in the gym. Number 1.
So you see, and then I group it. This one is still just kind of in pieces. You could either group it, move it, and then the clone will be grouped. But then either way, you want to get back to this and leave it ungrouped. But I'm just saying, make a copy of this. Just, it's that same safe reference so you can go back to it. Because then we're going to get into a little bit of more detail on kind of tightening this up right here. Let me know when you get to where I'm at. Just making that little safety copy.
All right, I made a copy of it.
All right, so you're pretty much looking like that. Copy is grouped.
Yep, let me group it. Let me make sure it's grouped. Yeah, it's grouped already.
All right. So then go to the beginning and just kind of plus in to where your setup is looking like this. So we're going to get in the mix with some of this real quick. Probably shouldn't go into this, but let me see. Okay, we won't worry about the color part. We'll just focus on this for now. All right, so here's what it is. We have this shot. It's 4K. We got room to work with as far as moving this around. So here's kind of what I would do with this. Like, I'm going to show you. I'm going to just kind of play around with it. You'll see where I'm going with this, though. But basically, how to utilize kind of the fact that we have this extra space to play it like it's a 2-camera angle so we can do cuts, right? Because it's 4K. So let me see.
5 reasons you're not getting results in the gym. Number 1, you're not hydrated.
So first of all, like that's the intro, right? So maybe we'll do this. I'm clicked on this. I'm gonna just do it and you'll see what I'm doing, but I'll draw your attention to what I'm doing. I'm going to the scale. First of all, let me go over here to this little wrench tool. I'm gonna go safe margins. Actually, I didn't need to do that, but yeah, I could do it that way. Safe margins, and then I'm gonna go Command R, so it's giving me a ruler. Then I could drag these like little guides. You don't necessarily have to do this, but you'll understand what I'm doing right now because everything's so like.
So that way you can know where your logo and stuff needs to be at and stuff.
Yeah, well, for the safe margins, it's good to use that as a guideline for sure. But let's see. Part of it is the fact that I want to do something like this. I'm gonna take this clip and basically center it. So I'm scaling this up. I'm just go 80 to be precise on scale. And then I click motion right here, and that gives me like this handle in the middle. So I could then grab this and slide it where I want. So I'm just trying to use this to kind of frame it, but I'll still even kind of offset it since it's offset anyway. But I'm just kind of getting you situated in a frame to where it's kind of like a bigger image that sets off the fact that that's the intro. See, and then it's going to pop over to that.
Okay, wait, hold on.
You're
So,
not getting results in the gym. Number one.
so let me go over here and then plus I'll be into that.
So I'll put
And
the
then
scale up to 80, and then I'll just round out the numbers on the position.
So I need to ungroup it to do that, right?
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna ungroup it. Ungroup it. All right, and then give me this first clip, and then right click and go to save margins.
I mean, you don't have to do all that. I mean, you could add those lines. You don't need to do it, though.
How'd you get into the margins?
I went to that little wrench next to this little timeline readout thing. There's a
Oh, okay, I
wrench
see right there.
Save
Okay.
margins. I'm actually going to turn it off, though, because I don't really need it. I just wanted to
Save
turn that on just so I could,
margins.
it'll help me just draw those guidelines.
Okay. All right,
And
so
throw down like a quick command save real quick.
now you said you scaled it to 80.
Yeah. Do command save real quick.
Command save.
Just do
Okay.
backup for the autosave. So then, yeah, if you have this first clip highlighted, just to match what I did,
Uh-huh.
I'll have scale at 80.
Uh-huh.
And then on the position,
Did you move it any?
yeah, but I'm going to show you
Okay.
because you're not going to be able to move it exactly what I did. But the coordinates are right here.
What's that?
So on the first coordinate is 620,
Uh-huh.
and then it's 840 on the second one.
Let's see, 620.
620 and 840.
620, 840. Okay, scale to 80%. Oh shit.
Yep. Then you're
Wrong way.
perfect.
Okay, I got it.
So then you hit play on that, you see what it
5
is.
reasons you're not getting results in the gym. Number one, you're not hydrated. Number two,
Just that little
Okay.
pop right there just gives that dynamic, right?
Yeah.
Right.
in the gym. Number one, you're not hydrated. Number two,
So here's what we're going to do. So there we're 80. So that's how we're coming out of the gate on the first one. We might change a little something, but let's see. Let's do this. So I'm going to come right here. Just follow kind of what I'm doing. And you'll see why I'm doing it because it'll make sense. The intro will have its own kind of vibe. And I'll just go like this. Let's see.
number one, you're not hydrated. Results in the gym.
All right, so I might even go bigger on this one. So it's going to be basically 3 different frames.
All off the first clip.
No, watch. You'll see what I'm saying. I'm just kind of
5 reasons you're not getting results in the gym. Number one, you're not hydrated. Number two,
Okay.
You see where I'm going with this, right?
Yep.
in the gym.
Are you gonna do that with
Number one.
all of the clips?
Well, the idea is that this first one has a certain look, and then the numbers have a certain look.
Okay.
It's like a certain positioning. So we'll kind of center on that one. So you go 70 center. So we're going to go big, then still bigger, centered though. So that's going to be, let's see, 600. Look, 600 is perfect. And 750, just to make the coordinates nice round numbers.
Number one, you're not hydrated.
Yeah. All right. So let's go back to clip number 1. I'm going to tell you the coordinates for that.
So clip number 1, that was 620 by 840, right?
620 by 940, and then the scale is 90. So 520.
That's clip number 1, right?
Yep, the first one.
620 by 940.
520.
Wait, 620 by 520.
No, 520 first,
Oh, 520.
and then 940. 520, 940, and then 90 on the scale.
And then 90 on the scale.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then for the second clip, it's going to be 600, 750, and 70.
So you started that at the second clip, right? Second clip, you clip again?
On the second
Cut
clip,
it.
it's 6. No. Well, wait, what did you ask me?
Did you cut it?
No, it's already cut. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. My bad. I did cut it. Yep. Maybe I jumped ahead too fast. But yeah, just on this. So when I say second clip, you're okay. I get it.
Number 1.
I cut the number 1 just by itself. You feel me?
Okay. So
number 1, I did a cut.
let me just
So that's
see.
what I'm calling the second clip.
Okay. Oh shit. See. Oh, come on. Cut both at the same time.
They should be grouped, so it should do it.
Edit, undo. Edit, undo. Okay.
Command Z to undo as a shortcut.
Okay. See. That's crazy. It still, even with them being grouped, it still won't cut both the audio and the video at the same time. I don't know why it's doing that.
Hold on. Share your screen, because that should not be the case.
See, look, watch. Man, Z ain't even working. I wonder why.
Wait, say that again. What happened?
My Command Z ain't working.
I don't know. It might have just. Well, first of all, since it seems weird. Oh, you just backed up too many saves, I guess. Don't worry about that. Just do this though. Like I'm gonna show you how to fix everything, kind of get right back where you need to be. Why'd you unshare it?
Oh, I thought you wanted me to unshare it.
No. I'm gonna show you how to fix where you're at right now. Because there's something else. You did your cut in a different way that I would advise against.
Okay.
Oh, my bad. Let me share it again. All right. So first of all, let's do this. So click on the first clip. I just want to see where we're at. So what do you have on the scale? 90? You got the 520, 940, and 90?
Yep.
All right. So then click on what constitutes your second clip.
The second clip.
So that's all. Okay, so that's what it is. So right click and ungroup. And then now just click on, like click away. Now click on just that one. Okay, now here's what you need to do. Start like highlight there from the top and drag all the way over the rest of everything. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but so now right click over that and then hit link. Wait, it's saying unlink.
See, it says
so yeah, all right, leave it alone then. So that was kind of the thing, like, yeah, don't worry about it. Just get off of that, like basically click away from that. So just click the first. So wait a minute. Let me see. Essentially, you need to link all of those clips individually together real quick.
just the clips themselves.
Yeah, the video and the audio. Nah. You can't do it like that. It won't let you. You have to do them individually. But be careful not to shift anything. That one's already good. And click, yep. Nope. You got to do them one at a time. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
So just even do it like this way. Here's a better way to do it, just so you don't mess up anything. But yeah, you could just link that one. Just go ahead and do that one. But just put the cursor above, not let go. Yeah, click there and just drag down so you grab them both. Yeah, now let go and then link it. And just repeat that for each of them. Oh, so that one's already linked in. So something just got confused. So maybe that one's already linked. That one's fine. So they're probably all good now. Yep. Oh, wait, are you selecting it or is it linked?
I'm just selecting it.
So then it's already linked. Wait.
It might have been just that one.
It might have just been that one. Okay, that's cool. I mean, that type of stuff happens. Well, right now you're actually dragging, but now click them though. Like one, I was just showing you the easier way to highlight it because part of the game is you don't want to do anything that might shift the clips because then it'll shift the sync. So if you click directly on them and just make sure they're all linked, then you'll be good.
Okay.
Like just go through the rest of them again real quick. So it'll be important that, yep, that's linked, that's linked, that's linked, that's linked. Okay, cool. So here's what you want to do. Go to the third clip and just delete it. Just hit delete.
Delete it?
Yep. Now click the second clip. So here's what you do. Put the cursor to the like far right edge of that clip, not the top, not the playhead, just the cursor itself. The selection tool. Yeah, like grab the edge of that and drag it to the right. See, these things are non-destructive. The whole rest of the clip is still there. So essentially, I just want you to cut it in a different place and you'll understand why. So now cut it closer to where you say number one. So it's like you're isolating just the number one. So just make your cut closer to number one.
Okay. So
no. Go a little bit, give it a little bit after it. Keep going. About right there. So then C, well, actually go back a little bit. Go back. And you could use the back and forth arrows too, just so you know. But yeah, that's fine right there. So this C and then cut right there. It doesn't have to be that perfect. I mean, as you can see, we can always go back and fix and change all of this stuff anyway. So for now, leave that like that. Now click on that. Now, what is your second clip? And then now I'm going to give you the coordinates for that. No. Your second clip. Yeah, the one we just made. Yeah, that one. So let me give the coordinates in the effect control.
Okay.
Up at the top. So 600, 750, and 70. Bam. All right. So it's gonna play. So if you play it back, you can move the timeline over.
Not getting results.
You'll see it's the closer shot.
Getting
Then
results in the gym.
it's back a little bit more, but you're still centered. And then on the third one,
Number one.
it's off centered to the right. Right?
The third one, what's the coordinates?
It's back how it originally was anyway. So that one's 960 by 540 by 50.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So we just set it up to be like 3 different looks. So the intro look is you
Not getting
closer.
results in the gym.
Bam. So
So like for this one, so let me see if I got it. Okay, so for this one, I'll be like number 2. I'm gonna see, clip it, and then I'm gonna go over a little more right here.
No. So no, I see what you're thinking, but no, the only things that you would change at this point. So the intro is its own size. Now the
Okay.
only size that you need to change is the number, and it's going to keep with that same effect. So the intro is meant to be bigger, right? Because it's the intro, it catches everybody's attention. Then the one has its own setup. So essentially, what you were jumping ahead to is cut your number 2, and then you could even cut your number 3. You can cut your number 4.
So number 2.
Number 5.
Let me see. Hold on.
Just cut the numbers.
I got it. Let me see something real quick. All right. So now this is my number 2. Okay, so we're gonna figure out what this one was. This one was 647, 50, 70.
You don't even have to do all that. Just cut the numbers. I'll show you the way to do it.
Just do
You don't
what?
have to- I'll show you how you could basically
I
paste
just copy it, right?
Yeah, cut all your numbers. But you can like literally copy and paste the attributes into all of them at once.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay, so let me just cut my numbers then.
Exactly. Give it a little bit of room. Yeah. No, like you want to be closer to it. Just replicate like how the first one is cut. Just try to make it look like that one. Yeah, that's about right. Like you could just move the cursor right over there and just cut. Just click. Bam. You don't have to put the playhead there first, is what I'm saying. I mean, it can kind of help as a guideline, but it also could be more confusing. You don't have to do that, right?
Well, like I can't really.
Well, also remember, you could put the
Remember,
playhead
this one
right
was
there.
a little faster.
Go plus then. Yeah, you did it faster. But you can always add more space to it. Depending if you cover it with something. But see, yeah, if you plus down into it, then you could kind of see. So I would maybe slide it over just a little bit to the dead air. Right there. I would go over there and then just see and cut it. Bam. And then now minus at the top, like minus, you don't even have to be at the top. Just minus. So you collapse it all down again. You just get it back to like it's a good size so we can kind of see everything. So you got your first clip. You could even, if it makes it easier, and I'll show you this just for the sake of all of this. Matter of fact, do this too. Highlight the whole everything. Highlight that whole grouping. No, everything. And just slide it to the beginning. Because that'll make it just easier to understand.
Is there a shortcut where I could do it to make sure it all goes to the beginning?
I mean, you could just collapse it all down and it'll just snap at the beginning.
Okay.
Like let it go right there. And then hit minus. So you're as far out as you can be. And then put the playhead at the beginning. So you're all the way at the beginning. Yep. So you're pretty much good. Yeah, it's pretty much snapped there. So it's at on the one. Yeah, you're good. So then now from there, here's how you would do it. Obviously, deselect from that. Grab the first, I mean, my bad, the second clip with the first number, and then right click. No. Right click, and then go copy. So now here's where you deselect from it exactly. Select all of those numbers together. Yeah, multi-select all. Yeah. And then paste attributes. And then click motion. And then okay. Or just enter.
Hit enter or okay.
Yeah. So now you just changed all of them. So now if you let the whole thing play through, the first clip has its own size, and then all the numbers have their own size, and then the description of each one drops to that other setup.
All right.
So let's see.
5 reasons you're not getting results in the gym. Number 1, you're not hydrated. Number 2, you're doing.
Oh wait, I didn't even do that step. But let's see. Copy. Paste attributes. Motion. Bam.
Getting results in the gym. Number 1, you're not hydrated. Number 2, you're doing too much steady state cardio. Number 3, you're eating like a bodybuilder. Number 4, you're switching up your routine too frequently. Number 5, you're not getting good quality sleep.
So maybe we get rid of some of the space in the pause in between each one.
Number 1, you're not high.
So I'll share my screen. Share screen. So here's what I'm thinking. Like with some of these gaps, these spaces, right? You kind of don't need them because the last one, the 5, is kind of cool. Like how it just jumps to it.
You're not getting good.
You see what I'm saying?
Frequently.
Yeah.
5, you're not getting good quality. For 1, you're not hydrated.
So here's where we can kind of play around with this right here. So number 1, so you can basically come over here, right? Because now we know we're cutting. So I just go right there because I know that's right before the description of 1. Cut there, then instantly hit V for select that, and then option delete. Bam, snaps the whole thing.
Wait.
I'll go back to everything I did. Oh shit. All right. So yeah, I basically is selecting right there. Because the whole point now is to make these come in tighter. We could even really go right here. Because now I see if I'm gonna mimic the distance of how 5 just kind of cuts right in. See how 5 just pretty much jumps right into it. So we have a lot of room that we can get rid of just to make these all like kind of follow with the same flow. So I could actually cut like right here and then cut right here and then highlight all of that. And then option delete snaps all of it.
Number 1, you're not hydrated. Number 2.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep. But let me do it real quick.
As you can see, I mean, it can get low-key confusing quick. Here's something too. I'll show you this, or I can wait for you to kind of catch up. Yeah, probably make it less confusing.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So I'm cutting out that beginning part of number one.
Yep. So part of it then becomes a matter of and some of it gets subjective, right? And then you're just kind of like it's a matter of timing. But like I liked how 5 just kind of gets to it. So it made me think, all right, let's kind of tighten it up with some of the other pauses.
You're not getting good quality sleep. You're not hydrated.
See, I made the 1 basically mimic basically the speed and pace of 5. So now I would go back and do that pretty much with all of them.
2, you're doing too much steady state cardio.
See,
2, you're doing too much steady.
so it
What
kind of
did you do?
pops
What did you
fast,
do?
like a tape,
Option, what was it?
option delete, snaps the whole thing out. Savage Scientist, you see how it has all these it kind of shows you like cut, X, C, V. But then I mean there's a lot of shortcuts. So they have like different printout kind of things too. But yeah, like I kind of have it dialed in to where I know the shortcuts that I use a lot. Like my workflow is doing my edits in Premiere, and then I go do way more complex stuff as far as graphics wise in After Effects. So I like do my whole edits and then I'll render the whole thing out and then I'll put stuff in if I'm building it in After Effects. In the case of this project right here, G already has like motion graphic stuff custom for his brand. So he could actually drag this in here and basically just snap it in the beginning, snap it at the end, and kind of bookend it, and then it's pretty much ready to go. Like once we do kind of the timing on this thing, we'll kind of get into the coloring a little bit and kind of brighten this up a little bit because it's against a black background and he has a black shirt on. But we'll kind of play with that a little bit, but then have him snap his logos in place. G, you have those on the fly ready, like your logo setups?
Yeah.
And then the whole thing is pretty much ready to rock. You can just render the whole thing out. It'll be a cool little, what is this, 20-second kind of piece. It'll end up being close to 30 seconds.
5 reasons you're not getting results in the gym. Number 1, you're not hydrated.
So he could drop this like on Instagram, and then he could go do the edits for each one, right? And those could be standalone videos. So he does these 5 different topics right here. So this video is like a standalone teaser video. Then he could do more expanded videos on each topic. So he could drop this on Instagram and then be like full videos on YouTube. Because we're always talking about like he has like damn near 20K sub or followers on Instagram. But it's like I want to have him rocking that on YouTube and get those numbers up so he can get monetized and all that. So we're always working on strategies to like create content to be able to bait people over to the other platform.
All right, I think I did it.
Wait, what were we working on? Oh, you're just trimming down the space. You did them
Yeah.
all?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me catch up then. Hold on real quick. And you're looking at mine, so you're kind of seeing me redo the same step you just did, right?
No, because I'm screen sharing.
Oh.
Let me stop screen sharing.
Yeah, hella confusing.
Oh, wait, no, that's yours.
That's what I'm saying. It's hella confusing. Okay, it is mine. That's wild. Like, wait a minute. We're looking at the exact same program with the same footage on it.
3, you're eating like a bodybuilder. Number 4.
Yeah, it didn't need those pauses, but it's cool that you did it though, right? Because you saw how the whole works to.
Well, it makes it easier for editing. So those pauses is like I know where to cut.
Hella easier. Bam. So
4, you're switching up your routine too frequently. Number 5.
And I'll even snap that to get that a little snappier too. Bam, 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 bam. See, I just got it dialed toward the shortcuts, and I just know, like, I'm going cut tool, right back to select tool.
You're not getting good quality sleep. sleep. 5, you're not getting good quality sleep.
Leave that there for now.
5 reasons you're not getting results in the gym. Number 1, you're not high.
So here's something, G, just so you know. I'll just show you this just for the sake of just kind of having this handy. But if you right click on the first clip and then go down to label, you got these label options. These can be super duper helpful sometimes when things start looking all the same. So with that one, you can make that a different color. You can make all the numbers a different color, and then all the like. You see what I'm saying? To
5
color
reasons
code it,
you're-
because this stuff. Imagine this is 20 seconds. Imagine a 10-minute video,
Yeah.
10-minute mini documentary or whatever. Like if I showed you some of my projects, you'd be like, "Bro, what is this?"
Mhm.
And that ain't nothing compared to like the full industry level stuff. It'd be like way ridiculous timelines. Stuff that I look at it, I'm intimidated. Like, bro, no way.
5 reasons you're not getting
Like
results.
what we're doing here is like light work, but I mean, for the sake of the kind of content that we're putting out on this note, and this is just one camera angle. So imagine if this was 2 camera angles, 3 camera angles.
5 reasons you're not getting results in the gym. Number 1, you're not hydrated.
And maybe I'll even cut off some more of that too, just to tighten that up a little bit. Option delete.
5 reasons you're not getting results in the gym. Number 1, you're not hydrated. Number 2, you're doing too much steady state cardio. Number 3,
Maybe I'll even take number 3.
steady state. Too much. Number 2, you're doing too much steady state cardio.
I'm gonna take the coordinates, the setup from number 1, and just throw it on number 3, just to make it kind of have more dynamic, a little more dynamics to it.
State cardio. Number 3, you're eating like a bodybuilder. Number 4, you're switching up your routine too frequently. Number 5, you're not getting good quality sleep.
All right. So
5 reasons you're not getting.
you see what it is, G?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So here's what I would do with this. Same clip, same camera, so we don't have to get too fancy with this. So go over here to sequence. I'm looking at it, thinking I'm looking at your screen when I look down at StreamYard.
Okay.
And then go new item and go adjustment layer.
So
And
sequence.
be in sequence. Come inside the sequence folder. You can always see where you're at. Look at the folder right here. And then what's next to it? Coast G and then /seq SEQ for sequence. So you know you're in the sequence folder. And your sequence is right there. We're on sequence. Mine is 02 for whatever reason. But I'm inside the sequence folder. And then right click and then new adjustment layer. So let me know when you get there.
All right.
So then adjustment layer is going to ask you this stuff, and that's fine. You don't have to worry about that. So it's going to give you this
Click
adjustment
OK.
layer. Yeah.
Hmm.
You got that? You got that?
It looks like it put this adjustment layer outside of the sequence.
That means you weren't in the sequence folder, sir.
All right.
So then
clear
you
it.
gotta, you could either clear it because you're not making yours look like mine then.
Okay. I'm in there now. Adjustment layer.
Yep.
Yep.
So yours looks like mine now.
Yep.
All right. So then drag it over and put it like basically on top of what your work that you already got going. And then you could do that same thing where you click over here, option, expand that to make it bigger. You could come over here and drag that down, give yourself more room. So kind of doesn't matter, but just so it kind of looks, you know, you see everything. You got your audio, you got your first layer, of video, and then now this adjustment layer. This kind of doesn't matter because there's nothing that goes in there per se except this effect that we're going to put to deal with the color. You take the adjustment
Yep,
layer,
I got it.
expand it over the whole length of this because everything we put on the adjustment layer is going to affect the video below it. So it's kind of like individually, if we had a bunch of different clips on here and wanted to change like the coloring and whatnot, depending on either camera angle or if you're shooting outside or just in different lighting scenarios, you might want to like manipulate the colors, color temperature, whatever. In this instance, we're dealing with the same camera and literally the same camera angle. So we can just use this adjustment layer and make changes to the whole thing, and it's going to affect everything evenly because it's only one piece of footage we're actually working off of.
Yep. All right, I'm there.
All right, so here's what we gonna do. We're on adjustment layer. Well, let me do it from right there. Oh, that's dope that they added this. So up at the top, you have this option that says Lumetri color.
Yep.
All right, so go into Lumetri color. And then now go to the exposure.
Hold on. I don't see Lumetri color.
I just asked you if you see Lumetri color up here.
Mm.
You don't see this up here, like what I'm, if you look at my screen.
No, mine doesn't look like yours. I see metadata. I see effects controls.
Mm-hmm. At the top, does yours say edit up here?
Yeah.
Huh. You might be using a different version, maybe. All right. Should be an issue. So let's do this then. Come down here. You see where I'm at?
Yep.
Click right there. Go to effects. Click that.
Lumetri presets.
No. No. But just get to where you're on that screen and then type in Lumetri. Lumetri. Why is it Lumetri? They changed it. I'm not sure why yours is not showing like that. But yeah, but if you type in the whole thing, Lumetri color, it will go down to it. But yeah, I started typing it. If you look at mine, Lumetri color. So if you take that and put that in effect controls, or if you just double click it, it should put it there.
For some reason, it says Lumetri presets. It doesn't say Lumetri color.
No, that can't be right. If you type out the whole word Lumetri color, it should immediately show you Lumetri color.
Screen share.
What? I'm looking right at it.
Where?
Lumetri color. Look at color correction. Lumetri color. Bruh. Double click it and it'll put it in there. All right. Hold on, let me see something else too. Yeah, your version must be on a different one because it was like that before where they didn't have Lumetri color automatically at the top. But then they made some version change where Lumetri color's there. You might want to update it, update the app and Creative Cloud because it's really handy having Lumetri color just chilling right there.
Okay.
But let me see. I'm gonna play around with it, and then I'll just tell you like the sort of settings that I kind of dial in. Oh, well, let me go back to share my screen. All right. So we back. And I'm gonna do this too. So we kind of got more of this popping. All right, cool. All right. So let me get a save real quick. So I'm gonna come up on the exposure a little bit, kind of see what room we working with. So kind of bring it up there, maybe something like that.
You said
Then
you did what to the exposure?
I brought it
23?
up. So I brought it up by, I'm gonna just bring it up by 2 stops.
Whoa. What's your exposure?
2.
2.
It's number 2.
Okay. And then contrast is at 20.
Yep.
Highlights is at 50.
In the gym. Number 1, you're not hydrated. Number 2, you're doing too much
Shadows is
steady
at
state
10.
Shadows at 10.
Whites at negative 11.
Yep.
Blacks at 1.5.
Black's at negative 1.5. And oh, the whites are at negative 11 and the blacks are at negative 1.5.
Okay.
And yeah, that looks kind of
Yo,
dope to me.
number
Like it's
3,
giving it this
you're
real, like super
eating
crisp
like a
kind of look.
bodybuilder. Number 4, you're switching up your routine too frequently. Number 5, you're not getting good quality sleep. 5 reasons you're not getting results in the gym. Number 1, you're not hydrated. Number 2, you're doing too much steady state cardio. Number 3, you're eating like a bodybuilder. Number 4, you're switching up your routine too frequently.
So your setup is basically like mine at this point. So what we could do is this. I'll come off of this, you share your screen, and then go get your logo. We'll set that up, and then we'll set up those the intro outro, and then at least this first piece is pretty much done, right? And then kind of reverse engineer that and maybe do another session and kind of work on some of the other pieces. But then that's a project right there. You build those other pieces out, that's straight content. It's a whole series. Like you can make that into a whole playlist and then use like little teasers as bait for people on IG.
All right. So how do I import my logo?
Share your screen. All right, so let me do it like this. I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna put StreamYard up here because my work is done. My work is all done as far as because I don't have your logo stuff. All right. So first of all, hold on. Come up out of there. I need to see where you was just at.
I'm in the motion folder.
Oh, and you're putting this in the motion folder.
Yeah,
All right, we good.
that's where it's supposed to go, right?
Yes, sir. Or you could grab your that logo sort of animated intro thing and the PNG logo, transparent background one. So I think you got a color PNG logo. So yeah, you can import that and then go grab that other PNG logo too. I see two of them right there.
Where?
Go back. There's a back arrow. Yeah.
I want to use my landscape logo.
Oh, okay. Psych.
That's interesting.
Where your files go. Just do like a broad search for logo. It'll pull up anything that says logo in it. Right. Well, right now you're looking at iCloud Drive. You put stuff on that iCloud Drive, apparently.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
So first of all, hold on. Before you do anything, let's see. Click that no, on the timeline. That second group that I'm seeing, that's that safe version, right?
You said what?
Click that second group.
Right here?
Just click the whole thing. It should be grouped together. Nah, make sure it's grouped. Click it by itself, so make sure it's grouped. Okay, yeah. So slide that over, like to the right. More. Like basically, you just get it as far. Yeah. All right, and then grab just the whole thing again. Basically, you're gonna make another safety version of the whole thing. Remember, plus and minus is your friend. So grab like the
Version of
audio,
this.
grab everything. You could either group it now, highlight it all, group it now, copy it, and then remember, grab the whole thing, slide and hit Option and drag to clone it. Now, wait. Now go highlight the other group you just made. The whole thing. No, because it's not grouped. I'm just trying to get you to do it in such a way to where you don't slide anything on accident. Now group the whole thing. So I would even say at this point, you can group the first one too. And then you can even scale down each of the like sizes of the layers. So like video 1, like scale it down and make it thinner so it's easier to see what you're doing. So it's not as tall. Now remember, like, yep. So even scale down the audio because now everything's done. So you don't need to really worry about it. So now this is just where we're going to get set up to put the logo in place and then the bumpers. We'll probably do the bumpers first. So you could slide that over just a little bit to give yourself room before it because we don't know how long the intro is. Nah, not just scale it. Literally, like slide the whole thing over. It's all grouped, so you can just grab it. Yeah, just put it right there. But now minus down, so you kind of see how much room you're working with. Hit minus. Cool. What the hell? All right. So now let's go see, like, grab. Damn it, I think it says 30 frames per second, but it won't matter. Grab that logo clouds and drag it onto the timeline because we need to see how long it is, and just put it like on the 1 at the very start on 0, 0. All right. So then just move the whole group over next to it and just kind of see what happens, how it looks. Yeah. Yep. And now push play just to kind of see what the transition looks like. All right. So first of all, I would even say, what are you going to say?
No, what were you about to say?
Red Sings and Blues, what's up? Maybe trim that down so it's only like, do I play it again? Like start the whole thing over. Yeah, so I would just make it like 3 seconds. Like trim the whole thing down to 3 seconds. So you could do that same thing where you just cut it right there and then grab that right there and then option delete and it'll snap the whole thing over. You got to grab it first with the V.
Oh, shit.
Just Command Z.
I don't know why my Command Z ain't working, bro.
What? That's crazy. Option delete. Bam. All right, so kind of let that play again because you don't want the intro to be super long, especially for a short video. You got some cool instrumental music stuff?
I think so.
Grab some music and throw it under it, and it'll just give you the kind of like the kind of full context of it, so it really starts feeling like it's a full production. Red Sings the Blues was good. If you're still in here, we're just doing this like little stream workflow editing kind of situation. Figured I'd do it live. Been overdue to do this. It's my homie Coach G, Plant-Based Fitness, Oakland, California. Yeah, way overdue. We're supposed to do this a while ago. But we got plenty more content coming. You got some stuff. I got some stuff. You have it set up to where your Premiere audio is going through your headphones.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I got no. Let me try my music. No, that's not it.
When we did that one edit at your spot, we didn't put no music on it. There had to be something.
I don't know. Let me see.
Like, there ain't no way in the world. I don't know. I mean, you don't necessarily have to, but I mean, I'm trying to think of a time where I put out something without some kind of music in it. I'm struggling to think of such a time. I don't know. You gotta look on YouTube and find some like royalty-free music or something. Snatch a beat, throw it on there. You just gotta make it to where it plays, then it ducks out when your voice comes in, and then comes back out for a little intro. Simple. But I mean, you could just go out of that and just basically clone that intro part. You gotta cancel out, yeah. And just like you could either drag it in and put it at the end, or just clone that 3-second part. If you clone this option and drag up, it'll clone it. Just copy it like that. Option drag, click, option click, drag it up. Yeah. And then now you could now mine is down, so you shrink everything down, and then just grab it and snap it to the back. So that's the whole book ended piece right there. And if you want, you could drag it out more since it's at the end and kind of. I don't think you're gonna make it to 30 seconds, and you probably shouldn't because it doesn't need to be that long unless you did something like put some kind of text at the end of it. That's like you can like take that. Like go to the end of it. So like play it like right from the last thing you say. Like go in a little bit more. Yeah, play it from, oh, I can't hear it. Yeah. So drag it all the way out more maybe. I'm just trying to see how far it goes. That's the end. Okay, so that's the end. I'm just thinking like maybe if you made it fade to black, and I can show you how to do that. There's a few ways to do it, and then if there was text that kind of like had your Instagram or YouTube or whatever, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like literally text, like title text that says, plant-based fitness, blah, blah, blah. You can worry about that later, but I mean, for the most part, that's it as far as doing the intro, outro. You could even go like snap the playhead to the end of it. Like take the playhead and make it go to the end of the whole thing. And I think if you hold shift and kind of it'll snap like to the exact end. Like hold shift and try to like move it and it should snap it like right in place. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So now hit first of all, press M. So you make a marker there and now hit O. So essentially you're just putting a marker there, which is nice to play with the markers, but just now O is your out point. Now go all the way to the beginning. Just drag the playhead to the beginning. Or you could just click at the beginning, but just make sure that's at the beginning, then hit I. So you're marking your end point. And then go Command M. and then go to the top of file name and just name it whatever you want to name it. 5, whatever you said. 5 reasons, something. 5 reasons intro, whatever it was. 5 reasons you're not something. I forgot what it was. Just put 5 reasons, man. You can change the name later. Yeah. And then go to location. It knows right below it. No. It was right below it. Like, yeah, click that. So it's just output location. So where, click that. And just hit desktop. Save. This is the blue save.
Save. Don't they gotta go to Coach G folder?
No. We can worry about that later. So now for that preset thing, like right below that, match source. Don't do that. I'm gonna show you what I use at least. Go to that thing that says preset, that drop down, and then go high quality 1080 HD. Yeah. So then export.
I want to put some music on it for I export it, right?
I mean, you can, but I mean, even with this, you could just grab the whole file as it is now and throw music under it, and you could swap the music. You see what I'm saying? Having it like
Yeah.
this is more versatile.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
So you could literally take this, make another sequence, and just drag that into it, and now you got the whole file ready to go. That you could put whatever music or have a few different music options. You know what I mean? Part of this is just showing you like a workflow, so then you could kind of play around with it. But the main part was just to kind of show you the cutting and pasting and whatnot, just so you could the cutting and clipping, just so you could see the workflow of how you just isolate what's being said and just tidy it all up. First of all, just looking at the waves and be like, okay, nothing was said here. Let me jump here. Let me see what was said. I don't like that part. I like this version better. Grab this. Bam. Cut that. Snap that. Bam. 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 Just so it's assembly line process. So with that whole concept of batch shooting, so imagine if you made notes on what you were going to do. I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to talk about this. Remember talking about that, like write down 10 topics, whatever, and just touch on those topics. Kind of think of what you're going to say are bullet points and just bust that, hop in a booth, spit that. Then reference your notes when you're editing. Then you have those gaps. So you go in there and just say, okay, here's this topic, isolate that. Here's that topic, isolate that. Then you just get in the weeds with each one and be like, all right, let me tidy up what I said. Let me tidy up what I said. Let me make sure it's popping. Then you can get into like the camera angles or like the dynamics of cutting in and out if it's a single camera angle, like the exact process we did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's basically the same workflow. If it's 2 camera angles, then you just decide, or you fumble over a word, then you use that part where you cut as a reason to cut to the other footage.
Right.
Like I'll show you this. I'll show you my screen. So yeah, just make sure you save on that. But I'm gonna show you something. Share screen. Just like you see the next.
I need a brain break.
What'd you say?
I said I need a brain break.
This is nothing. This is light work. What you talking about? What you talking about?
It'll all digest in a little bit.
Yeah. No. It gets a little bit in depth. Oh man.
But it's good info though. I learned a lot in this
Yeah.
session.
You see what it is like. I could see once you saw that one little part, you was like, oh, okay, I get it. I get it. Damn, my computer is not gonna cooperate. It's not having it. All right, never mind. show you something else. Wait, what do you see? What do you see? What do you see? Really? Hell of annoying. All right, never mind. Let me see if I can show you this. Can you hear that?
What, the shit in the background?
Oh, I guess you still can't hear the audio from this either. You see, like, you see how I'm cutting. I'm doing that same thing where I'm cutting in closer in and out from the same angle. Then I'm cutting to that other second camera angle.
Yeah.
You can't hear him, right?
Nope.
All right, well, it doesn't matter because it doesn't give you the right context anyway. But yeah. All right, we'll leave that at that, though.
All right, that's cool.
Take your brain break. But I mean, you see what it is, right? I
Yeah.
can go back over it more, but even just referencing that, you see the whole concept of just literally using that strategy of delivering the content and then understanding, like, using those gaps in the waves to your advantage to be able to, like, really isolate what you want to say. But
Yep.
as you see, just so imagine, like, what we just did, we was on here for 2.5 hours. I could have did that in, like, I don't know, 10 minutes. Right?
Right.
So imagine that whole piece. If you spend an hour and just really chopped up the whole thing, that's content, depending on how you want to release it. That's content for a whole week, for 2 weeks, depending on how you want to space it out, right?
Yeah.
That's it right there. So that's how you would take, like, a session where you shoot it, get your points off, and then just strap in and just knock out a nice wave of content, and then just decide how you want to deliver it, right?
Yeah.
Being way
That's
more
dope.
efficient. Yeah.
So I'm gonna take this strategy now and try to put I'm gonna have some content that I'm gonna do where it's just like straight on like content that I'm doing with myself and right with my background and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that was the hardest part. The hardest part was knowing how to edit it, but now I got that. So
Yeah. Yeah, but even the strategy, just, kind of mapping it out, the pre-strategy part, and then sort of execution on that. Then yeah, obviously getting in the mix and just kind of knowing the straightaway things to do in Premiere, where you're not. There's so much stuff you could be doing in Premiere. Obviously, After Effects and all that gets deep, but just that baseline thing of just cutting up the content to where it's like you got it looking decent. And I mean,
yeah,
with the right lighting and the right camera, your setup is gonna look way more crisp than most of these people out here, really.
yeah, let's get it.
Yes, sir. All right, brother.
All
I
right,
got
for
to pull
sure.
up on you. We got to get some workout stuff in and pull up on you with cameras and all that.
Yeah, let me know whenever you're ready. We can bust it out.
For sure.
All right, appreciate you.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, peace. All right, that's my guy, Coach G. Obviously, 2.5 hours going over some Adobe Premiere workflows. Be totally mind blown for anybody who sat through that whole thing. That would be crazy. It's crazy that I sat through it. But that's just a little drop in a bucket compared to the work I'm doing and staring at these screens. But yeah, that's what it is. Just a little experimentation and just being productive, even on the live stream tip. Hope for anybody watching, you got something out of that. I'm gonna leave it at that, and I ain't even gonna drop no outro. I'm just up out. All right, peace, y'all.